The As Seeds We Grow Student Reflections on Resilience exhibition is displayed at the Center of Southwest Studies and closing this Saturday. It began as a way to continue the reconciliation process on campus, initiated by administration regarding Fort Lewis College's history as one of two former federal Indian boarding schools in the state of Colorado. This is also a very special night where I'm showing the exhibit catalog book that I made and giving this as a gift to all the people who participated and people who supported this project. I've moved forward to form a student-led project that utilized the Center of Southwest Studies exhibition space, collections, and resources. By focusing on fostering dialogue around identity and our relationships with cultural assimilation and other issues that are deeply intertwined with the boarding school era, there was a clear path where I could offer a platform for Indigenous students and students of color to respond to public reconciliation efforts on the Fort Lewis College campus.
When we think of boarding schools, we know something was lost. We know that we live every day as Native, Indigenous people, that something was taken. Whether we have our experiences were good at those boarding schools or whether they were horrific, we all know that something was taken.
This is my jiggle dress. I brought it here because I used to dance, and I brought it out. I brought it back out because as Indigenous peoples were taught that our instruments of healing are alive.
And the song begins like all is holy and sacred in the tongue of the First Nations, Indigenous, Black, Brown, Latinx, queer. We have always been here and we have traveled through many worlds before you learned to crawl and conquer. And anyway, Samantha wrote a Choctaw gospel protest song that starts, "When we remain, we will not be like the beautiful bones of a forgotten city." It's heartbreaking to realize those children in those boarding schools, in those unmarked graves, are my ancestors, and their prayers are still circulating in the air.
My uncle often says, we as people today don't say, "I love you, I care about you" enough. And that's what our old Osage ways teach us. So thank you all so much for coming tonight. I really appreciate it from the deepest part of my heart. Wewena for being here. Owena, I'm so grateful for all of you in my life. Thank you for supporting me throughout this whole year of this exhibit.